People have been asking me, Dave, which microphones do you use to record yourself outdoors? And the answer is the Comica Vimo C3 wireless microphone set. For the past 4 to 5 months, I've been using the set for both YouTube and some promotional videos, indoors and outdoors, in a variety of situations. And this video is going to be my thoughts, my results, and my experiences with the set. The main areas I want to focus on, because these are the main areas that people tell me they struggle with the most, are good morning, welcome to this full day of iPhone long exposure photography with Dave, obviously.
And look, we get it. Being told you need piling is not great news. No one wakes up in the morning and thinks, I fancy getting some piling done today.
Speaking of small streams, hello. Looks pretty cool. I'll just walk around trying to visualize different angles. The problem is trying to visualize the iPhone's focal length. Seriously, the biggest consideration with a lot of long exposure photos is, are my feet going to get wet? Not how's my composition, what are my settings doing, am I using the right filter? It's, are my feet going to get wet?
When you get in touch, one of your first points of contact will be one of our estimators. Tell them about your project, send over any drawings you may have, and then, in order for us to produce the best piling solution for you...
Okay, we are getting some blue sky coming through now, so I'm going to lower the total capture time back down to, let's go 20 seconds, and go from there. I suppose that's another top tip as well. The difference between one moment to the next when you're capturing these photos can be massive. The best thing I can do is show you what you can do with the set, how it performs, and what it allows you to achieve. And if you want to see more of the set in action, a lot of my most recent photos on Instagram were taken with the set. Plus I have a full video, it was my last video.
Piling can begin. We do have larger rigs, but it's most likely we'll use one of these, a trusty Grundermat.
Now in terms of composition, it would be quite tempting to try and get the whole thing in. But I don't think that's going to be as effective as cutting off that bottom bit down there and getting... I'm absolutely thrilled with how this set sounds. It has been delivering the goods video after video after video. I remember being particularly pleased when I filmed next to these waterfalls. I was filming a tutorial, I was there for a while, and I just kept myself at conversational level, just like I am now, not tempted to shout over the waterfall, and I sounded great, or at least I think I do anyway. Plus I remember on that day I was crouching in the waterfalls. I did a few takes, I was doing a tutorial, so it took quite a long time. It took well over an hour, and the receiver on top of the camera got absolutely soaked, but it was fine. The only thing I don't like about how these mics sound is noise cancellation mode, which I call green mode, because when you press the little button on the mic to turn on noise cancellation mode, the little light goes green. So now it's blue, which means it's normal mode. So I'm speaking to you in normal mode, and this guy is speaking to you in green mode. Yeah, I get stuck with green mode or noise cancellation mode as it is. And here in nature, there's not really much noise to cancel, in fairness. The birds are quite active this morning, lots of tweeting and twittering going on, but I can hear the road noise from where I'm sitting. I think a better scenario to show you noise cancellation mode would be to drive around in my car. So this is just driving down the road, 20 miles per hour. I am in a quite loud diesel powered vehicle, so it is a good test. I should be in normal mode if I just have a quick look. Yep, blue is the light, change it to green, and now we're in noise cancellation mode. And what will be happening now, in my experience, is it will be effectively cancelling out the sounds of the road, the sound of my engine. But it will also be muffling my voice. It will be making me sound like I'm underwater, which I don't like. Now, I understand that is a caveat, that is a trade-off, a compromise that comes with noise cancellation mode. But for me, I'd rather be in control. I'd rather go into the EQ and all that stuff later and bring down certain frequencies, cut out certain frequencies myself, rather than have the algorithm built into these mics do it for me, because I just don't like the results. And just going back to quickly go back to normal mode. This is normal mode. This is what I've used in the past with these mics so far, and I've been happy with the result. I'm not using the dead cat. There's no wind noise to cut out. And if I just keep my voice at conversational level, FYI, the volume on the mics is at 2. I've always had them at 2 since I've used them. And the levels on my Sony, I fluctuate between 5 and 7, if that helps you at all. When I was filming on this building site, the levels were at 5, and in general filming situations where I've been just out and about in nature or wherever, they've been at 7, and I've had what I think are very, very good results. Something else I love is how quick and easy the set is to set up. So I'm going to go from completely packed away to fully set up and show you what that entails. So the whole kit is in here. Being the C3 set means you get this charging case, you get the 2 transmitters, the 2 mics in here, and you get the receiver in here as well, and they are turning on, powering on and pairing automatically. I've never had to do anything to make them pair. They've always done it automatically, so that's really nice. Let's put this back for a second and just sort myself out. In here as well, in this netted bit, you get the wind guard, you get all sorts of cables for your mirrorless camera, for your phone, you get charging cables, splitter cables, because you can use it with a computer when you're Zoom calling and things like that as well. Anyway, so setting it up, I would take out a mic, take out a wind guard. I'll leave the wind guard just for sake of ease because I've only got 2 hands. Clip the microphone to myself, just like that. Put the transmitter on my Sony's hot shoe. Can get rid of this now. Take out the TRS to TRS cable, put it in there. Got the microphone jack here. I got this IPS display. I can see it's in stereo mode because I was using the 2 mics before. I will put it in mono mode, which is this orange, that's in safety mode. Put it in mono mode. I can see the volume. I can adjust the volume with these buttons here. I've got a USB-C port here. Very, very easy. I can see which mic is paired and which mic is off. The battery life, the connection, the strength, all that good stuff. I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm still talking, but I've been ready since I connected that cable, to be honest. Now, when I hit record, I can check my levels on my Sony. Things are looking good, and that's it. Now let's check out the range. This is something I have no idea about because I always record close to my camera, but Comica claim good results up to 200 meters. That 200 meters facing the camera. Very important with mics like these that you maintain a good line of sight, because if you won't be able to hear me. I'm coming up to 200 meters now, and someone is approaching my camera. I don't like it, so I am going to come back because at this distance it would take Usain Bolt in his prime a little over 19 seconds to reach between me and the camera, and I can't run that fast. So if someone wants to walk off with my camera, then I would have no chance of catching them. So I'm approaching 200 meters now, about like 20 meters shy of 200 meters. So I'm gonna start walking back now. The Comica Vimo C3 wireless microphone set is currently £139 on Amazon. And you know what I'm going to say based on what I've shown you in the video so far and what I've been saying about the set. It's a bargain for me, an absolute bargain. And I've been using it for the past 5 months. If I didn't like it, then I would have used it for one video, either sent it back to Comica saying it doesn't work, or I would have reviewed it, given it a negative review. But it's been there in every single video I've shot outdoors. It's been there. So I absolutely love this thing. It's the first thing that I pack in my camera bag without question. And if I had to nitpick something, apart from the noise cancellation mode, which I'm never going to use, you might like it, I don't know. But these dead cats, they're great. They're really, really good. They stop any, I've had no wind noise or anything. I've not had that dreaded glitch, that dreaded sound where the wind gets underneath a dead cat. I've not had that once. They're really, really good. However, they're massive. They're very, very obtrusive in the shot. So if I could have some sort of built-in dead cat technology, maybe pay a little more money and have the unit itself a little bigger to maybe, I don't know how it's incorporated into the microphone, just to avoid having this massive thing just under my chin or on my clothes or wherever. But apart from that, like I have nothing bad to say about the Comica Vimo C3 wireless microphone set. And yes, Comica did send me this set for free back in December. I always love dealing with Comica. They're always very friendly and very, very nice people. And when you do get sent something for free, it can be difficult to assess value. It's easy for me to say, yeah, this is great value when I didn't pay anything for it. The true test is when you see that listing, that shop listing, and you see the price and you're hovering over pay now or buy now or whatever. And the way I try and mitigate that is, if I ask myself, if this set broke and I couldn't fix it, would I purchase the set myself? And yes, absolutely, 100% yes, without question.